Hello! Now, in 5 minutes, I want to tell a story of manicure 5,000 years long.
The first manicure appeared more than 5,000 years ago. Then natural henna or charcoal helped to give color, and tools made of natural gold were used to treat the nail bed and cuticle. A little later, after 2,000 years, the slaves received permission to manicure. They were allowed to paint their short nails and use only inconspicuous colors during the Inquisition. Painted nails were considered a sign of witchcraft. Fashionistas were burned at the stake. Only in 1914 was the first patent officially registered for a nail protection product. In other words, nail polish. Source: Nails Magazine. Manicure was the prerogative of men, and even then the first color palette appeared. Representatives of the upper classes painted the nail plate black, a sign of humility, and the lower ones green. It was the Babylonian manicurists who invented the most expensive set of solid gold tools found during excavation of burials. The Babylonians also became the founders of nail art. The richest representatives of the people could decorate their nails with pieces of gold. Nefertiti and later Cleopatra were famous for their beauty and paid great attention to detail. Hand care involved not only covering with color, but also moisturizing the skin of the hands with oils. When choosing a color, Cleopatra preferred a rich red, and Nefertiti preferred a ruby hue. By the way, despite the well-known eccentricity and willfulness, Queen Cleopatra did a manicure to Julius Caesar with her own hands. A source: Nails Mag. But also to surprise with incredible length. They deliberately did not cut the regrown nail in order to show others their importance and demonstrate luxury, so that the grown nails do not break. The Chinese women have come up with special protective covers, a separate one for each nail. The nibs were made of gold and silver, which made them accessible only to the wealthy. Dyeing was a long procedure, especially if the woman wanted to have a bright crimson color. A natural dye made from natural ingredients was applied to the plate from 3 to 14 times. In ancient China, Chinese women loved not only to paint the nail plate but also to surprise with incredible length. They deliberately did not cut the regrown nail in order to show others their importance and demonstrate luxury, so that the grown nails do not break. The Chinese women have come up with special protective covers, a separate one for each nail. The nibs were made of gold and silver, which made them accessible only to the wealthy. Dyeing was a long procedure, especially if the woman wanted to have a bright crimson color. A natural dye made from natural ingredients was applied to the plate from 3 to 14 times. Slavic manicure. Even during the existence of Russia, there was a tradition to cut nails exclusively on Thursdays. The procedure the next day would bring trouble to the family, and the nails not burnt after the haircut were used at all to induce damage. Severe patients were treated with ashes from burnt nails, believing in the symbolism of this procedure. 18th century. In 1830 there was a nuisance. Then reigning King Louis got a problem in the form of a burr. The painful rupture of the skin gave the man a lot of trouble, so Louis ordered to find a doctor who would help get rid of the burr. Dozens of doctors saw the hands of the king and only Drive Sit was able to cope with the problem. For the procedure, he used a nail file and natural suede and an orange stick. Later, such sets were in the arsenal of every French woman. Essentially, in 1917, Dr. Corona invented a cuticle softener that did not require trimming the skin. As soon as the automotive industry stepped forward and presented the world with varnish for painting cars, women of fashion immediately found application in everyday life. Such a coating cannot be called safe, but what cannot be done for the sake of well-groomed nails? In 1932, the first Revlon nail plate polishes appeared in pharmacies. in Europe, while the whole world rejoiced at the discovery of varnish. Manicure in Europe, manicure in Europe, while the whole world rejoiced at the discovery of varnish. Europe denied bright colors and categorically refused the achievements of the nail sphere. Until 1928, only representatives of the most ancient profession could give color to the nail plate. Chaste and modest women only kept their hands clean and occasionally polished the plate with pieces of suede. 1,950 years, the development of cinematography has also influenced the field of manicure. Women were given the opportunity to visit specialized salons and paint their nails at home. Actresses at the time created a new trend to sharpen the nails and cover them with bright shades of red. 170 years, the hippie subculture has firmly established itself all over the world and forced to change juicy colors to calmer and more pastel colors. And the second wind was given to the French manicures, revived by the founder of the Orly Company. The deep saturated shades have replaced pastels. Men and women began to paint their nails dark purple and black. Then the concept of nail art appeared. The craftsman took the first steps in working with textures, decor, and shape of nails. In the 2000s, manicure underwent major changes. The standard varnish coating was first replaced by gel, stencils, acrylics, all kinds of jewelry, rhinestones, and various application techniques appeared. The masters turned out to be full of opportunities and prospects, and most importantly, the desire to create nails of unimaginable beauty. Our days today, you will not surprise anyone with another novelty in the nail industry. In the arsenal of manicure masters, varnishes that change color, airbrushes to create a gradient, an unimaginable number of decorative elements, and manufacturers are slowly but surely moving to the very origins of the coating and creating products with a natural composition.